everyone. For this review, we have the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Batman, the classic TV series, also known as Batman 66 sometimes. This is the live action TV show version. There is a chase figure that's out there where this guy comes in kind of like black and white colors. Although the 66 TV show never was aired black and white. But um, you know, back in those days, not everybody had color TV, so a lot of people probably watched that show in black and white. So that's the homage. So packaging is a little different in that you've got this classic TV series logo. There is a sweepstakes, and there is a little card in there, a similar card to the NFT cards you get with the digital series. So you can take that card and scratch it off and scan it and enter for sweepstakes to get a replica limited edition cowl. And it does look like that is full size. So that'd be kind of cool. On the top, also have that same classic TV series logo. Also on the side, there is a QR code on this side for those who want to see that. And UPC on the bottom. And then on the back, big old picture of Adam West as Batman. Okay, so that is the outer packaging. Let's open him up. And tray is going to come like this. You got the stand, and you have the sweepstakes card. And then accessories, you got 2 sets of hands, 2 items, Batarang, and I think a bat computer. And then cape, nothing else. And that's pretty much it. So let's get them all the way out and take a look at the figure. Okay, so here he is out of the package and looking pretty cool. The opposite side of the card has this nice graphic, and this is the figure portion of it's taken from the intro of the TV show. I'm sure this is like, recreation, but that's one of the looks of like this animated sequence on the intro. So there's that. He does come with, well, let's just take a look at these a little bit closer. So he does have the Bat computer, like a little tablet radio type thing. He's got a Batarang, which on the show, this thing would fold in half, and it would, he'd kind of pull it from his belt like it was tucked behind his belt. He's got quite a few hands. So he's got a pointing hand, a button press hand, like he's pressing a control. He's got, oh, and then he's got the Batsui hand. So, like, you've probably seen tons of memes. If you haven't, just on YouTube, look up Batman dancing memes, and you'll see he'd always do this ridiculous uh there's a few episodes where he was like he went to a party to do some kind of detective work. It's very hokey, very weird, but that's a show. And he's dancing and he's doing this thing with he's taking his hands and kind of crossing them over his eyes, and I don't know if it's actually mentioned on the show, but people have come to call that the Batsui dance. So that's what those two little hands are for. All right. So the figure itself. One thing that is a little like that I notice, because I wasn't a kid in the 60s. I was a kid in the late 70s, early 80s, and watched a lot of this TV show. And this cape is way too long. It's supposed to be more of a kind of a mid-drift kind of cape. Um, for instance, this is the I guess they call this the 6-inch Mcfarlane line, and this might even be a little bit too long. But the capes are short on that show, and this one's very long. Now it looks nice, so this could be very much like a what if, type situation. It does have a really thick wire, which is great for posing. But look how long this cape is. It's it's just not accurate. Um, but I think nevertheless it's fun. Just kind of wonder if this was like an accident in production or assembly or something, because it does, stand out. It is a canvas kind of material. So one side's very shiny, which is good because the TV show was very shiny like that. The other side is dull, which is fine. And it is the way they got this is kind of weird. So it seems like this is glued, but what's really happening is this piece sits on top of the chest and the head sits down on top of it, or I'm sorry, the neck. Um, so it's kind of glued in there. So if you wanted to do some customizing, I think it'd kind of be weird. It might be weird what this looks like afterwards. There's a very strong chance that this neck might be glued to the cape, but kind of curious. Any customizers out there, what this might look like if you take it apart. Other than that, this does seem to be a new sculpt. This doesn't look like it's any reuse. The real person, Adam West, he wasn't like super muscular. He, wasn't like super skinny either, but this these body proportions and this look go very well for, the Adam West um representation. You do see he's got uh these deep I was gonna call them chest flies, but really it's just kind of like an exaggerated dumbbell with how the shoulders work. Um, does have bicep swivel, double elbow, double knee. He's got this cut for the upper waist. It's quite restricted going forward, but going back it's pretty nice. The head is very restricted. It's on a dumbbell, but the way the head is sculpted and the neck is sculpted, there's not a whole lot of room. This kind of figure, you probably want likeness more than, superposability, because on the show, he didn't do a lot of crazy acrobatics. He does not have any other like a lower waist swivel, so this acts as, your upper crunch and the swivel at the same time. Like most McFarlane toys, there is a kind of like a diaper here, and it does limit the forward movement quite a bit. Um, you can go back okay, but this is pretty tight. Um, Again, you're probably sacrificing to have this look. have a certain, design element to it. Double knee, typical disc hinge joint for the ankle. The feet do have toe articulation. You can overextend the knee, which looks really weird. So you're going to want to, kind of be careful posing him. And the accessories. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to say about the accessories. There is a hole in this accessory, so you could put some string through it and, you know, make it a practical grappling hook if you wanted to. But he can hold it good. He can hold his bat, computer, iPad, whatever, good. To the point where it's hard to do this on camera, but as you can see, he can hold that pretty good. So, overall, he does all the things that a TV Batman should be able to do. Just to bring in the 6-inch Batman, um, for those who might want to see how these two compare. And just going to take a look at his face a little bit more so you can kind of see that in detail. The likeness is really good. All right, and last, do a quick comparison. He's a little bit taller than Nightfall. Sorry, not Nightfall. Yeah, Nightfall Batman. And he's just a tad bit shorter than the first appearance slash Three Jokers body. So pretty decent scale. If anything, this is too big. This might be, I don't know. I think this is actually pretty good size. And then this, for the height, he was pretty tall dude, so that works out well. So like now, hopefully we'll get a, whoops, hopefully we'll get a Robin to go with it. And there's a lot of rumor about a Christopher Reeves Batman. We've got tons of movie Batman, just about from every other iteration. So it's good to have a classic TV Batman now. So that's the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.